to take time to share with you our thoughts about our evolutionary leadership workshop retreat that's coming up in Whidbey Island in November 12th to 15th. And we find it useful to take some time to really reflect on what the session's going to be about. I want to introduce you to Dan McKee, Luke Intrep, and Janet Longatetti, who are going to be the facilitators for the session. And I wanted to jump straight in and open up some discussion around how people should be thinking about what this time is for. What is the benefit? What is the opportunity for leaders contemplating joining this retreat? So, Luke, did you want to start? What are your thoughts
absolutely. Yeah, thank you, Cherie. Yeah, so Evolutionary Leader is going to be an opportunity for people who are leaders within organizations and just generally in their lives to take a few days and really reflect and slow down. And some of the components that I'm most excited about that we're crafting for this experience are the aspects of contemplative practices, which are like meditation and mindfulness, maybe a bit of yoga and light movement, to just really have an opportunity to slow down the mind, slow down ourselves so that we can get back in touch with our true nature and who we want to be as leaders in our lives. And then pairing that with some emotional integration work. So really looking at the ways that we may be blocked as leaders, any sort of blind spots we have, anything that trips us up, and really looking at kind of the source of that so that we can make new decisions and communicate in a different way and just show up with more presence in our life. So that stillness combined with the kind of emotional mastery work is I think going to offer really useful opportunity for people that attend.
Thanks, Luke. I really, I just wanted to say what I'm hearing is that the benefit of slowing down sounds great. Thanks, Luke. What are your thoughts, Janet?
Yeah, I think carrying on with what Luke has shared, I've enjoyed contemplative practice and the quietude that brings to the mind. And I think one of the aspirations that I have for participants and experiences that I've had with this kind of retreat is that it allows us to access multiple intelligences. And when I think about what's required for leaders today of any kind of organization, given the complex nature of our world and the interdependencies that we have, it seems like the more intelligences we have online, the better. And by that, I mean, in addition to the analytical and cognitive intelligences that people are exercising regularly, there's also an emotional intelligence that resides within and a somatic intelligence of the body. And when we retreat from our everyday worlds, we're able to access those intelligences in a way that we aren't always. And so I have an aspiration for the participants and the organizations and people they touch to bring those intelligences online. So I'm looking forward to that.
Thanks, Janet. Dan, what's your perspective? I something that's coming up for me is just recognizing how the context that leaders are in today and the challenges in our environment, or even in our political environment. I'm curious what that might mean contextually, or how you think about that topic for this retreat.
One thing I've seen happen with these kind of leadership retreats is that people find a great deal more capacity to become who they really believe they can be as a leader. And so if we have these aspirations that Janet's speaking of to be more complex and yet somehow even more simple and clean and clear and present, and to increase our capacity for attention, the values that most people already have when they step into these kind of leadership retreats are what they lead from. So whether you're looking at the current current events we're in or the current state of leadership in the organization you're in, most people are pretty clear about their own values. Few of us are able to access them as much as we'd like to be less reactive, to be more present. And that's what I think I see mostly come out of these retreats. Nobody is a different leader when they go back, but they're a more congruent and inspirational leader, and they find more inspiration in why they want to lead. So I think the things that people can expect are those simple things of increasing the capacity for handling challenges, increasing their creativity, finding a much stronger way to communicate what it is that they believe in their leadership. And that's one of the things I hear most often is people tell me later after these kind of retreats that they're a little surprised, sometimes even astounded, on how much more impact they have and how much more authentic they feel delivering their leadership. So it could go on for a long time, but we should probably end there.
That's great, Dan. Thank you all. And that was inspirational to me. So thanks.